on out here because I am having a lot of fun. Well, not, I'm having a medium amount of fun right now as we drive around going 20 miles per hour and possibly slower behind all these semis. But I'm sure you guys want to see all the cars off the road, and there are a lot. It is absolutely crazy out here, and I'm just rolling around, pulling people out every once in a while, and driving down the road because I got places to be. So I got to get 30 minutes down the highway here, and I'm sure we'll see 30, 40, maybe 100 cars off. I think just in the last 10 minutes I've passed, I don't know, it's tough. It's a lot of cars off. So what's going on, everybody? Welcome to the chat. Let me know. You guys can just vote on who you want me to help save in the chat. I'm kidding. It'll probably be my decision on who we're stopping to save. And there's state troopers covering a lot of these wrecks. Right behind me, there was, it looked like a Volt and then like 1,500 and another 1,500 stacked up. Crazy. And yeah, I'll flip the cameras and we'll talk about it here. So here's where I'm at. Obviously, you can see we're not even moving because these trucks don't want to, all the semis, these in front of me, there's 3 semis that are triple trailer long, and they're all just going as slow as possible. And I get it. I don't blame them one bit, but going 10 on a 70-mile-an-hour highway is tough, no matter how slick it is. And it is very, very, very slick. So you guys can see the snow is just fogging down. It hasn't stopped for, I don't know, it's been going on for hours at this point, and they haven't made it to clearing any of this snow yet. So just a second ago, I shot videos of all of this. There was a Honda that slid off the road like a blue Accord. He flew off the road on the highway in a banked corner. And then this Chrysler 300 decided they were going to stop and try to help him, and they slammed into him and just totaled the side of his Accord, basically. So, let's hit those wipers there. I turned them off auto because they're loud, and I didn't change the wiper blades because I'm dumb. The new wiper blades are in the shop, and I was saving them for the video, so I didn't put them on yet. But it needs wiper blades on the old F250. But so there was an Explorer that stopped and pulled that 300 off of the Accord, and I pulled up at the same time, and I'm like, you think you can get that Accord out? Because he was buried. He must have had 2 foot of snow stacked up in front of his bumper. You could barely see the Honda logo. All right, Semi, I'm following you, man. You make the path, and I'm going with you. You got the weight. So Explorer obviously wasn't going to get the Accord out, so I hooked onto him. We pulled the Accord out, and then the Accord fought for his life. I mean, he was driving like you wouldn't believe to get down this highway. And obviously, I'm just chilling. I mean, we can pass people. We can probably safely go like 40 right now in this thing. But obviously, brakes, a little iffy. You always know. Even if you're 9,000 pounds is harder to stop because that momentum gets going and it doesn't want to stop. But this thing will get going. And as long as you do some wheeling, it'll stay in its lane. But yep, in Wichita, and we're supposed to get 4 inches. There's hours of snow left on the weather app. So I'd say we're 2 inches in or something like that. And the roads are destroyed to the point where if anybody tries to go any faster than this, really, they're probably going to slide off. And as we get off of this wide part of the highway right here, because it's like 5 lanes wide for a second, we should find tons of people off. And a lot of these people have already abandoned their cars, so the lights are off and it's just hazards. There's no one for me to hook onto and help. But if there is, we got the strap out already and we're ready to go. So we will see if there's anyone that needs our help. But until then, I got quite the drive here. I do wish I was around the semi because we can't see anything. But also, he's a great guide. It's 50-50. Should I pass him or should I just let him lead the way? And letting him lead the way is the safest option always. So I don't see anyone off in the middle right here. Ooh, look at that. They're just stopped. That whole ramp right there. Everybody at the top is just stopped. And I bet they can't get up it. It's a huge ramp. Unfortunately, we're not over there because there's a state trooper. He's like, move. I guess they're going for it. I see them all slowly starting to move. Crazy. He's on his radio. Get out of my way. Yeah, a PA on this truck would be cool. I used to have some Wayland sirens, but we bought those for the Rolls Royce and never put them on anything. I was like, well, do we really need police sirens on it? So it's slow going out here in Kansas. If you are here and you don't need to go anywhere, please don't. But I had this book trip to go north on the books for a bit, and I was like, well, I'm not canceling because it's no problem. It's just going to be 6 times longer than normal. So, oh yeah, the heated seats are off. These seats get too hot, guys. This is a good book too. You guys has anyone listened to this book? I just finished Moneyball because I'm a big Michael Lewis fan. I mean, you don't need to listen to the book Moneyball because you saw the movie with Brad Pitt. Everyone's seen the movie Moneyball because it was like one of those everybody watched it movies. But this is about F1 pit stops, and it's very good. So classic so far. Moneyball was fine, but it didn't tell me anything that wasn't in the movie. And you know, I read books or listen to books because I want to know more. There is a huge line of cars behind me, and I think we should pass at this point. We're going for it? I don't know. He's taking half the road. Bro is taking half the road. He's trying to move over for me there, but I'm not going to send it yet. He scooted over a little bit. I don't know if they've made a single pass with the plows on these highways, which is crazy. I'll do it. I'll do it for Dale. You don't worry about me. I am an amateur tattoo artist and a professional race car driver. Well, we are gonna pass him. Otherwise, this truck is gonna pass me, and then somehow it'll end up in a wreck where somebody hits me for windshield washer. We got windshield washer fluid, but thank you for the $2 IG 101. Thanks for the super chat. But I should have windshield wiper fluid. Not the Sub-Zero stuff though. You can see it froze up just a little bit. It's not even that cold out. If it was much colder, this would all be ice and Kansas would be done again. They'd close all the roads like they did the other day. Let's see. I'm gonna go for it. The thing is, I'm climbing a hill and there's a bridge at the top. And as soon as I'm over that hill, I think it's safe to pass. Yeah, it's not that bad. But he's slowing down for the hill. We're slowing down. All right, you can see the other track over here. I think I just have to go. And there's another truck back behind me that's going right now. Ah, yeah. Shout out to the all F-250. And this semi guy rocks. He pulled over more. I think he's giving up. I think he's taking the exit. I'm a little surprised because he's doing just fine. He was also getting all that snow off the road. You can see the tracks change to quite a bit of white on top of the open track. Oh yeah, that semi got off. I have a feeling most of the semis are going to call it because in the ice storm where I made the video about Kansas being closed, this whole highway was littered with jackknife semis. They were picking up some speed. I'm sliding a little bit right there. A little bit of sideways action going off the bridge. Just a hair. Just a hair. Nothing to worry about. I drift this truck quite a bit when the snow comes out. Hit the traction button and try to slide the rear end around corners. It's the only time I don't worry about it. You know, what are you gonna hurt? As long as you don't smack a curb. And I spent all my youth smacking curbs in cheap cars. So I know what I'm doing in this thing. Yep, it's either blizzards or fires, isn't it, right now? Crazy with the fire in California news is just out of control. Out of control, guys. I watched quite a bit of that earlier today because I didn't expect Hollywood to burn or even any of LA. I figured out in the forest it makes sense, but I never expected LA. Roads snow-packed. Used caution. Is this an FJ in front of me? That's Hoovy for sure. That's Hoovy for sure. I'm kidding. It is an FJ. Are you giving up on the road? All right, I have to stop for diesel, unfortunately. I know it's pretty boring, but I do need to stop for diesel because this thing is empty, and the last thing I want is it freezing up overnight. Old FJs and 4Runners out here just doing the thing. He's got aftermarket taillights too. They're all LED. Nice, dude. Nice. I like your style. All right, we made it to Quick Trip. We're gonna fill up. That way everybody can have their Quick Trip opinions. You either think it's the best gas station in the US or you've been to Wawa. I'm just messing with you. You can like whatever gas station you want. The only thing we all agree on is that new coffee bar at Quick Trip is garbage. Pure garbage. It's supposed to be fancy, but instead it's stupid. I'm surprised Spangles is open. The other day they closed every restaurant in the city when there was just, oh look, he's drifting. Stay in the drift, bro. That was a pretty good drift there, Tracy. All the Wichita people know where this Quick Trip is. Look at that, I'm sliding. Full sideways. But I kind of do it on purpose. I add a little bit of extra steer angle so I can slide the truck around. All right, where's the diesel pump? They're always out on the ends so that I can't have protection from the snow. All right. Most boring live ever, I know, but I'm stopping for gas. If this F-150 over here takes my pump, I'll be upset. Power boost. I like power boost. All right, here we go. Oh, this is pretty blizzardy. I mean, underneath it is what, like 6 inches of snow and ice. At least they did a pretty good job clearing the roads originally. And I mean, it was okay when this storm started, but now it's pretty miserable out here. So let me grab some diesel real quick. You guys can listen to the Ford Symphony. It'll stop in a second. Oh, look at my power service. It's covered in snow. I need it. I'm back. We got the power service covered in snow, but we got some in the tank to make sure it doesn't freeze up. Now we just need to spend $100. Look at this truck. Ugh. All right, he's doing pretty good. I figured he was gonna slide around more because it sounded like he had already lost control coming through the pump zone. All right, let me, we'll get back out on the road here in just a second and see just how many people are off. Because as we get out into the big median here on the highway, there should be cars all over the place. There sure were on the last highway. So yeah, it's not that bad, but it's pretty bad for a state that doesn't do snow. That's the difference, right? Nobody has any perspective. Like if you're from a snow state, you have snow tires, you got extra sets of wheels. You're like, you have snow chains. Nobody in this state has snow chains except for the plows. And maybe, I mean, the semis probably have snow chains because it's required by DOT if you travel through snow, I think, if it's thick enough, something like that. But if you're in Kansas or you're in Arizona, you know, it's not a snow state, so you don't stay prepared for snow states. Now, it's 31 Fahrenheit. It's not -30. Oh, you were talking about the other -30. -30 Celsius is crazy. It's probably negative 30 Fahrenheit. I'm a Ford. Isn't that the best song? But yeah, if you're not in a snow state, you're not prepared for snow. The infrastructure is different in the snow states, New York, the whole East Coast, you know. They're built for it. They've got heated mats that they roll out all over the place, and instantly, you know, everybody knows how to clear their walks. But in Kansas, we're just not here for that, because it might snow. Every 5 years we get a snow like this. So it's not like we need to spend a lot of time getting prepared for what happens once every 5 years. So it's always perspective and location, and I get it. But also I understand that you're like, that's not real snow, because I've been to Alaska. Been to Canada too, eh? Last year. All right, are we full of diesel yet? The Ford says 7/8. Oh, that power boost is rocking through the deep snow right now. I'm impressed. 26 gallons in. Let's go. Let's watch this power boost. He's doing real good. His throttle control is excellent. Just absolutely creeping. Now this Denali's on like 21-inch street tires. It might be even worse. And he's about to take off. All right, truck's full. Let's get out of here. Let's get back on the highway and have some fun. Kansas Blizzard 2. It's time. Oh, I missed a bunch of chats. Sorry, guys. I went to Quebec, right? I think that's where we were, and then all through Alaska, a whole bunch of different stops in Alaska. It was very, very fun. The key to traction here is downhill. Downhill. Look at this parking lot. Quick Trip is the best at clearing their lots, and their lot guys have not shown up yet. I know from the insiders that Quick Trip just in Wichita pays like $1.5 million to mow their lawns every year. And I think their snow is part of that contract as well. Oh, look at that. The plow truck's here. He's just not hitting it yet. All right, let's go. Hopping back on the highway. I'll try to get a little sideways out here, but traction's gonna catch this thing. Yeah. Can we drift it? You guys will see if I get it. Nah. Traction control was like, you don't deserve that much throttle right now. I'm trying to climb a hill. All right. This is deep. Somebody went off right there. The plow truck could be stuck. It was very deep around it. Very deep. All right, I'm clear behind me for a mile, which is good, because people don't understand that you still have to merge and they'll just trap you in the snowstorms. I'm like, I'm going faster and they'll just cut you off. All right, we've got the Star Wars effect, which is the best part of the snow, honestly. I mean, I think we've all taken this picture while driving in the snow. It's beautiful. It looks like you're, oh, come turn back on, high beams. Turn back on. Auto high beams still doing their magic, even in the low visibility. On a bridge. Off bridge, we're safe. But yeah, it looks like you're flying through Star Wars and warp or something when the snow's coming down like this. Well, not a lot of cars off yet. Maybe they cleared this road first. Because honestly, you can see most of the road, which is pretty impressive. Pretty impressive. This is why I moved to Phoenix. I understand, but also Phoenix is so hot. The last time I was in Phoenix, I was like, I could live here. I really do enjoy Phoenix. It's a lot of fun. Plenty of friends there. Obviously, Barrett Jackson, lots to do, right? Anywhere in the Arizona. There we go. We got our warp speed back when the high beams clicked on. Oh, those cars coming. They turn back off. So yeah, I love Phoenix. but it is hot when it's hot. Kansas is like that for maybe a couple days, but Phoenix stays like that, which is tough. So pick your battles. Do you want snow like this once every 5 years, or do you want 120? What's going on, Dashing Wombi? You guys want to see who's dedicated? We're about to pass the casino. And you know the dedicated gamblers, they'll be there. All right. Here's the casino, right through that parking lot, right there. Actually, it looks pretty abandoned right now. If you look through the trees, I'm not seeing too many cars. I lied. There's 50, 60 cars. Dedicated gamblers are out. Snow doesn't stop them. You got no snow in Dallas? Man, they were saying Dallas was going to get hit, and obviously, well, you'll see the video tonight, probably see the video tonight. It's getting kind of late. I thought I was going to already be back at my destination and editing very fast. I didn't think it was going to take 2 hours to get, 30 minutes down the road. But I have a video where we were in OKC yesterday, and we had to make the trip yesterday because the snow was supposed to be coming down. Yeah, I'm north on 135 for sure. North on 135, headed towards Colorado, I guess. I'm not going to Colorado tonight. It'll be shut down here in another handful of minutes. They'll close those roads. Well, we're cruising, honestly. We are doing pretty well. Even the semis over here are still cruising. They're not going 10. Is Hoovy taking the Bugatti out in the snow? Probably. I can only assume he's out Bugattiing right now. I talked to him earlier. He's at home taking care of sick people. So, he's probably at home. All right, this bridge is a turn, so I'm slowing down for it. We'll pull a little bit of speed out so we can just coast across if need be. You can always really tell the difference in these bridges. The steering will get light. You're like, oop, that's ice. I just bought a car last night that had snow tires. I wish I would have taken it, but it's only front wheel drive. And this usually doesn't get stuck. So, it's a toss up. Yeah, Subarus do really great in the snow. Everything all-wheel drive, I think, does great in the snow. So we'll just keep cruising here and see what... I'm really not seeing anybody off. I should have started recording on 96. I did. I might post them for you guys on like a real video. But I have all the wrecks on 96. There were tons of them. And then once we got on 135, apparently everyone's slowed down or is just doing better. And you can see the road. You couldn't see the road anymore on 96. That's a weird noise. You guys hear that noise? I don't like it one bit. It's like a ringing out of the four-wheel drive hub in the front end. Oh yeah, all-wheel drive does better than four-wheel drive most of the time. It's just magical. Four-wheel drive for the like crazy deep snow, all-wheel drive for the city driving snow. And it really all depends on the tires. That's all it comes down to. It's all tires. This Taurus could be going 90 if he was on BlizzX. I do want to pass him. I feel a little bad. The ringing could be like, there's a traction test for you guys. I just threw full brake in just to see if I could clear the snow out of like a caliper or something. All right, let's try it again. We're doing troubleshooting now. We're not driving anymore. All right, the high-pitched ring did go away. It might have been snow grinding on the brake shield. But here's your traction test. So I'll go all the way into ABS braking because there's no one behind me. Slide, 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 slides. So add 5, 6, 7 car lengths to your braking distance. That's where we're at right now in Kansas. It is slick. Everyone's like, oh, it's nothing, but you know, full brake. ABS, 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 ABS. It is slick. This thing just doesn't do great donuts unless you really, really commit. You got to turn advanced track off and then just hammer it to make it do donuts in the snow. And you better hope there's nothing in that parking lot or you'll probably destroy this thing. So I've done like 1 or 2 snow donuts in this, and I love doing it, but it's not the right weapon because it doesn't stop. Whatever direction the momentum goes in, the truck keeps going. It just weighs a lot. You guys remember my Geo Tracker? It had studded snow tires, and we took that out, and it was amazing in the snow. Amazing, unlimited traction. Caught back up to that Taurus already. What message is held for review? Let's see it. There you go. I'll make your message visible. Toll keeper, troll keeper, toll keeper. Yep, Samurais are great. Samurais, Geo Trackers, all amazing for these conditions. They don't weigh anything, and somehow they have traction. Yeah, I usually don't just get into ABS braking. That was really just to show you guys how bad it is. It's a fun tool for that, but I don't push the thing into ABS. How does the Goldwing handle the snow? You know, I've been on motorcycles in the snow, at least this deep, maybe worse. My old sport bike. There was one winter where I didn't have any car except for a sport bike. It was my Triumph Daytona 675. And I had to get home from work. I was at Cessna building airplanes, and we got out at like 10 p.m. and it was snowing just like this, coming down pretty hard. I was prepared for the cold. I had a jacket, heated gloves, full pants, helmet, everything. And I rode that motorcycle home. I think my feet were down the entire way, first gear, no more than 8 miles an hour, just absolutely creeping. If you can imagine, like Michelin or Pirelli sport bike tires in the snow, they were worthless. So just almost walking the motorcycle home, it took hours. And at one point I couldn't feel my hands anymore at all. My fingers stopped responding. So even with the heated gloves on and they were still working, I had to stop at Quick Trip and just stand inside for like 30 minutes. They were all staring at me like I was a weirdo. What's wrong with you? And I was like, I just can't feel my fingers and I'm gonna die if I don't stop. So let me stand here, please. So I stood inside Quick Trip for 30 minutes, got back on the bike and rode the next 30 minutes home. It was a trip. Very long. If you can avoid motorcycles in the snow, I would recommend it. Unless you have the, there's that whole motorcycle ice racing league where they have, are the studded tires? Tires, customized tires. If you can't do it, don't do it. Yeah, I mean, it's cold. I don't think they're frozen yet. Otherwise, I'd be more out of control. Oh, am I? Am I running out of service? It did just go LTE. Also, I'm getting off over here because we're going to divert and then go north. So I'm going to jump off on 125th and then head north up that road. Look at this dude. Is this a cop? Dude is just wild. I hope that's an all-wheel drive Charger because he's flying. That's the second Charger I've seen flying in the snow. Look at him. Man. I saw him in the mirror passing people and I was like, no way. No way. But there he is. I guess in the morning we'll see what really happened. I really haven't seen anyone off in the median this whole time. I expected we'd see a lot. But in the morning, maybe I'll jump back on with a report for you guys so that we can see who all went off, and maybe if any we can pull them out. Just Charger things. He could be on Blizzaks. He could be smarter than me. Cheap Chinese tires do best in the snow. I don't know. Nokians. I've heard Nokians actually do best in the snow. Nokians or Blizzaks. One of the two. All right, let's go. We're going to jump off on this exit right here. I'm hoping the tourist doesn't follow me. Then I can speed up. I probably should have passed him too. Weird. He has a strange tag. It looked like a city tag or a state tag or something. It was just white with like 4 or 5 letters on the bottom. Strange tag. I just go over there and ask him, "You a cop? You a cop?" Here we go. This is what you guys all ask. Oh, there's a car getting off now. Sorry, I was gonna do donuts for you guys. Maybe I still will. We'll get rid of this car. All right, let's let him go. I'll just pull over for a minute. And once he's out of here, we'll do one donut. Go, go Santa Fe, go. We have to hold this button for 8 minutes. Palisade. All right, do we get stuck? That's the question. Yep. Shook the truck down. All right, that was a lot of fun. Back into the advanced track. I had to do it for you. I had to do it. Based. Yeah, how do we need wheel hop elimination on this truck. We got to turn it into a race car so I can do one donut a year. Listen to that. This road has not been cleared. Not one bit. How much snow in Tulsa? A lot, from what I've heard. I saw some early pictures from Randy, and there was just, it was thick, and it was coming down fast. All right, guys, I'm out. I can't believe that took 33 minutes to go all of like 10 miles, but I will talk to you guys later. And maybe tonight. Huge thanks for the super chat. I'd love to do it again, but this intersection here where I'm turning is actually another highway, and I probably shouldn't do it in the middle of the highway. We'll see. We'll see if it's clear. No, it's not clear. One more. Nah, we can't do it again. There's somebody sitting right there. So I'll talk to you guys later. Have a good night, and maybe if we're lucky, I'll get that video finished editing it up tonight. That's the plan. It was supposed to be like done by now, but I didn't think I was going to be on the road this long. So that is it for today, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to head on over to shopwatchgrgo.com for cool shirts not like this, and please like, share, subscribe, do whatever you want to do, and I will talk to you next time. Stay safe if you're in Canada.